Good morning, everybody. It is me, Juniper Bloom Mystique, this lovely lady you see in these pictures right here. Yeah, that's me. What is up? I am your regular old, I don't know what I am. I am an Ascension master, master healer, and a divine guide. I am the one who brought about the Ascension. As crazy as that sounds, I promise you I can prove it to you. Okay. That's why I'm coming on today. Is there something urgent I have to share with you guys? There's something urgent you guys have to see. And that is what Spirit is telling me. It is urgent. Okay. Now, what does it mean to bring about the ascension? Well, it's all very biblical. So it's just a warning to be open your heart, open your mind space, because what I will show you, if you pay attention, will absolutely unequivocally blow your mind. Not only that, it'll wake you up and cause you to ascend. Okay. Being the one that brought about the ascension, I have done it from, let me show you, because everything has been recorded and witnessed and posted on this channel for you guys to see. That is what Spirit likes me to do. And that's what I'm going to do today. So this weekend, I turned the Nile blood red and I dried it up. Okay, I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. But my journey started in 2019 with the Kundalini awakening. And then I did things like sit on Saturn in a meditation with a Hermes, the god, and lasso Atlantis and rose it out of the water. Then I cleared Mount Shasta. That was very, very, very biblical and I don't know about biblical. I'm not even sure that's in the Bible. Honestly, there has to be something about it, but I did that. That means I cleared out lots of souls. Then we activated Fiji, excuse me, there was a pyramid in Fiji I activated, and the portal of the gods shortly after I cleared Mount Shasta. I cleared Mount Shasta on 11/11 of 2020, activated Fiji by 2/25/21. Okay, so I was doing things constantly. All right. Then more pyramid activations came, but we cut off life support to California at that point. It is dead to the world. Mount Shasta has no more energy flowing to it at all. This I guarantee you. I don't know if it could implode or explode if it's a volcano or whatever. I don't know. There's no life support going to California. Okay. Don't believe me. I don't know what to tell you. Watch the videos and then you'll understand. Did things to the sun, did things to the moon. Okay. Guided meditation to eliminate false light, negative pull of the moon. I would recommend watching this one because in that one, I also took down a satellite of theirs and I said they can't spy on you anymore. And if they did, their ears were going to bleed. Okay. These are lots of things that I've done. Then I did a guided meditation to eliminate the false concept of time, separate the old earth from the new earth. Okay. Then Prometheus came through. He's been helping me too. He's the god of humankind. Okay. Another active pyramid activations right here. Boom. More pyramid activations right here. Boom. Then I activated the Sphinx, which is the portal of time. Okay. Boom. The pharaoh that created the Sphinx was supposedly myself. Okay. Then I took us also into 7D, which came later, but this is part one of going into 7D. I activated the dormant chakra system. Bear with me because I just have to give you the steps. Okay. I know where Atlantis is. It is in Lake Titicaca. But see, people don't like to see the truths. Even yesterday during my live talking about Nile and the weather and how activating pyramids and how moving the poles is what caused a lot of the severe weather. People don't want to hear it. Then I started activating my twin flame and I, which was one of the most painful stories you could possibly imagine at first, but now it's pretty positive. I have a new twin flame. My original one died. Okay. It is the return of Christ. In that time frame when I was battling for my DM, the resurrection of Christ was coming through. I freed Jesus's soul. That was in this one. These happen in workshops. Okay. I know how he died. John the Apostle murdered him. He poisoned him. Took him a long time to bleed out from the inside out because he was like basically burning from the inside out. He did not die on a cross. The true cross is the Ankh. Oh, this has been all of my awakening. Are you keeping up so far? I know it's a lot. We've got to get to the Nile. I'm about to show you what I did with the Nile, but it's very relevant. I show you all the steps it took me to get there. Here is more of the return of Christ. This was me and my DM. God gave him Christ's light. We were supposed to unite and the return of the gods. Okay. Then my DM died after that and I got a new one. Then it turns out on Christmas, I united. The resurrection of Christ came through me by myself, unfortunately, but it is the possibility through my DM that I was able to do it. I united Jesus and Mary Magdalene and cleared the false Holy Grail. Watch that one to understand what that means. Okay. I need to change that title because people don't realize I cleared the false Holy Grail in there. Again, Oh, there's more people watching it, but still very few people. Okay. I've done a lot to the moon, taking it away from the solar eclipses. Those were not normal. We were not supposed to have those. Here's the other part of taking us into 7D. You can see me do that and activate new poles. There's 5 new poles. Scientifically speaking, if we mess with the poles, we mess with the weather. If you still think I didn't change the weather, I don't know what to tell you. Here is the masculine pyramids that started recently, which was Ecuador. In this one, they told me I was Sekhmet in a past life. That becomes relevant for the Nile. Okay. I just learned this. This was May 13th. Okay. May 13th is when I started the masculine pyramids with my DM energetically. And we started with Ecuador. And then we went into Colombia, Congo, Mount Kilimanjaro, and Kenya. And we undid the White House. You can see in there how Bill Gates dies, what's going to happen to the White House. Okay. Then I said they may retaliate, which is the only reason why they've had any kind of manipulation with the weather at all. And it's been very minor. I told you I was Sekhmet because they just told me. Okay. This was also a little brief of everything I did for the resurrection of Christ. Yes, it has come through me. So welcome. There's been so much more little in between nuances you can check out on my channel. And there's tons of guided meditations to help you awaken and ascend. I have a really cool one from Pleiades. It's a mantra that'll help you see truths. I have a guided meditation using the flames because I brought those back. DNA upgrades are in here as well. You guys, there's lots. Okay. So not only do I do the workshops to show you and to bring it about, but I give you options to heal. Okay. Channeled shaman master mantra with definition and hertz to cleanse opening. It's very powerful. Okay. So check them out, listen to them, do your due diligence. Now you're going to watch me do the Nile, because that is the latest thing that came through. This is all biblical. Recently, Spirit told me that I was bringing about the revelations. I've brought about the apocalypse of John, which makes sense because John is the one who killed Jesus. Okay. And we are also living out every one of our lives. All right. My past life started with civilian life, right? One where I didn't wake up and I had to clear that karma. Then it went into, since my awakening, it's been a lot. Adam and Eve, I had to clear Eve, the karma all the way back to then Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and now it's Sekhmet. So I also tell you the Ankh is the true cross. There's a video of that too. Okay. But I have to quickly, if you're still watching, I hope to goodness you are, because everybody's attention span is very, very, very short. And that's why I'm trying to talk very quickly. These are all the files. You can see this is really on my computer. I don't lie about these. These are recorded and witnessed and processed through me. Okay. Surprise Patreon healing. That is all it was supposed to be. It was a surprise Patreon healing. I had no idea what was going to come through. Are you prepared to hear this? Because it is an hour-long video. I want you to watch the entire thing. Okay. It is for Patreons. You cannot heal in this. You do not receive the gifts that are given in this. That was solely for my Patreons and I. Okay. But in the end of this video, I become Sekhmet and I do something very powerful to the Nile. And I didn't see this coming. And it is biblical. And I had to look that up afterwards. That talks about the end is now. In it, I also open up the gates of heaven. Okay, there is a video on it, as you can see right here, but I'm going to give you the audio. I like doing that a little bit better. So have you kept up so far? I hope to goodness you have. Here we go. This was just done this last weekend, I believe on Saturday. Yes, Saturday, because yesterday we did a little energy of the earth, like calming, right? So I'm going to be very careful with what I show you in this too, because it is from my Patreon, so I may skip to the important parts if necessary. And then there was an underwater volcano that gently when the twin flame journey happened, and so she's not doing that. Then there was supposed to be somebody else take that up. Okay, so I do talk about the weather, so I'm just gonna kind of when the twin flame journey happened, and so she's not doing that. Then there was supposed to be somebody else take that over, and again went into judgment. So that's okay, right? That's just something we have to heal within ourselves, and so they're going through what they need to go through. However, we got to do something, right? So this is about the weather. A little bit out of whack, and so Spirit did ask me to do a healing tomorrow. So that is one of the things.
And then there was an underwater volcano that erupted and stuff. So it's kind of cool. Like, I can't wait to kind of dive into that and just see what spirit has to say. I'm curious now, right? Like,
so I talk in here about how people don't realize that I'm the one who messed with the weather, because you can't activate pyramids. I can't make volcanoes go off. I can't do all this stuff and have the gods do stuff and move water and poles without the weather, being messed with.
today, I'm going to sit back and receive is what they said. So I do have music here that I will turn up a little bit as we go. Hopefully you'll be able to hear. If not, I'll just call it in the energy. It is there. So again, calling creator of all that is and all of the angels and beings that wish to be here. Okay, so the energy of Sekhmet is coming forward. If you guys have watched, they have said that was me, but that energy is coming forward. She's a goddess. And then that lifetime energy is very much so present. Goddess Athena, Goddess Fortuna, just like I said, Goddess Freya, and Luna Lee, which is the goddess of the moon. Okay, well, that makes sense because we have the goddess of the sun and the goddess of the moon. So that makes a lot of sense. Are all stepping forward. So I'm just calming my energy. I feel like love in my heart. I'm like, ooh, I like those feelings.
You have to watch this. You need to watch from beginning to end because the work that I do, stuff keeps coming through the entire time. First, they give me gifts. Then Sekhmet and the Nile come into play. And it's only an hour. So please do your due diligence and just watch.
So I set this bubble of protection and love and light. And whatever comes forward, I just ask for it to come forward in the highest light possible, only in the highest light, in and out, right? Is what we give out must be the highest too. That's what I hope for us, because it just feels so good to be in that vibration. It's like, I don't know really what to do here. So they're saying, call in the north, the east, the south, and the west. And I call in Father Sky and Mother Earth. And I ask, oh, and Archangel Metatron is stepping forward. He is doing the upgrade on our Merkabah. So we will be ensuring we have a crystalline Merkabah and also upgrading that further into 7D. And that will also go with our third eye. So there is some healing coming forward today for sure, as usual. Okay. So make yourself comfortable and just relax. And I set this bubble. Okay, so they're actually pouring in gold. Merlin is stepping forward as well. So they're doing something. And then I see like a depiction of like this big black cauldron. A big black cauldron, which is definitely used for like creating potions and spells and things like that. And so I have no idea all the extent what that means, but that's what they're showing me. So they're just asking, we have our feet on the floor, palms facing up for receptive mode, and I solidify the energy of the healing today. So be it, and so it now is. Candle is lit. And I will pull 1 or 2 cards from the Myriad deck very quickly and see what they have to say. Be ready for mass abundance coming our way. Mass love as well. That's why Freya is here. Fortuna is here. And Goddess Athena. Oh my gosh, I just got a lot of chills too. And they're all dancing. Whoa, that one flew out. Tell us what else we need to see. So they want me to talk about this. For me, the energies feel upside down. Some of you, I'm sure you guys probably have seen on my channel that my DM got to create a new timeline, and I just feel lost. Like I feel extremely lost. And they keep validating that. It's like, I don't know what's up and I don't know what's down. Just keep going. It's what they keep saying. We have number 23, which is endless opportunities. Like so many manifesting wishes and bubbles of dreams. Just send them out and allow them to float into the universe is what they're saying. And then we have fire, Solaris Sublime. So it's like maximum power. This is a powerful. This is also something about major activations and gifts of another kind is what they're saying. Okay. But remember to stay in balance. When you are in balance, you are in maximum power. and it's harder for others to take it away. Okay, so when you solidify an energy of balance, of heart-centered nature, it is very much harder for others to come in and destroy it. Okay, so endless opportunities, balance of power, and some kind of special gift upgrades. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me too. So hopefully you can hear that, and hopefully you can hear me.
I can hear both.
Good. All right. So just breathe and relax. We're going to let them do what they need to do. Metatron is coming up right away. Archangel Michael is also stepping forward. So he's going to help you ground. Gigi, you got a little block on your left foot. And I am going to also call in the energy of Amy, just in case her energy is in with us, since we are here. And of course, ours as well. And this is special for us. Nobody else will be able to receive this any other time frame. So you two, myself, and Amy. And that is what they are saying. So right now, what they are doing is Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron are opening up our aura. They're literally opening up our aura and making sure our Merkaba is active and front and center. So there's a little bit of an imbalance in some, and so they're just rebalancing that. Ooh, I can even feel that in mine. It's almost like, oh, I can really feel that. Ooh. We're being surrounded by lions and gnomes. Gnomes are also said to provide good luck. I don't know if we're aware of that. I didn't really know that. Fairies, there's a lot of beings coming in. They're doing something. Each one of them is putting something in this cauldron. There's flowers and there's like oils and some not like water, but like liquids. So I see some pink liquid going into this cauldron, some green liquid, some blue, and some gold, and some purple. Okay, so whatever they're making in this concoction, they're gonna pour it down our chakra system. I'm like, okay, I had no idea. So Metatron is opening up our Merkaba. It's like flattening out a chakra. It's like when you expose every bit of it. He's completely, oh, and Saint Germain is coming in with the Akashic records for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but he is. So I will just let us know that.
I had no idea what was coming.
Okay, so they're removing something from the solar plexus. I can feel a lot of pressure. Oh my. From the sacral. So our sacral our sacral is going to become crystalline as well. Sacral is representative of love, and that also goes with goddess Freya, who is the goddess of love, and also war and death. And all of these goddesses are related, you guys. And Athena's even in my birth chart, so I have a relation to them as well. That's what they're saying. I don't know. So they're opening our heart, just like they are the Merkaba. They're opening it up and widening it, expanding it.
Just wait, it gets good.
So just breathe through any pressure. I feel a lot of pressure in the solar plexus area. And essentially, they're removing anything they need to remove before and prepping us for this healing and these upgrades today. Oh.
I will pause it and claim right to fair use. Since I am talking over that video, I will also post a video of the song that is used in here.
Sacral is going to upgrade to 7D and, you know, like a 12D healing kind of a thing, because it's very high frequency. So whatever you can receive, our vibration, our frequency of love is going to rise in a very magnificent way, because that is when we can receive abundance and miraculous waves. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. It's just wave of abundance and wave of abundance coming our way, wave of abundance. Oh. And now they're taking keys and they're putting them in each of my chakra systems, like a key, like the 12 keys of abundance. They're making sure your 12 keys of abundance are open for receptivity. Put a key in, turn it and open. Put a key in, turn it and open.
That becomes relevant. Just hang on.
They are dissolving an ego aspect of self. So that is being dissolved right now.
Right, to fair use over this video.
So we have dragons coming in and putting something from them into this cauldron. So each level of beings is putting gifts into this cauldron. They are going to say that I get like a major abundant gifts, okay? And then each one of you get your own gifts. So they're all different. So they just kind of wanted to open you guys up to that. Is that whatever you see for you is for you, okay? They're all different. But all of us are getting opened and prepped, and the healings just the same. And I'm getting a book. And here's a message. It is a book with a flower. I'm moving the flower out of the way. New beginnings have begun. It is I, Goddess Freya, coming through for you. New beginnings have begun, and excuse me. New beginnings have begun in miraculous ways. Beautiful waves of healing flow, of magnificent things we can't even express to you. Just be open to receive, because these things are beyond you, meaning you can't even fathom what can come your way if your hands and your heart are open to receive them in every day. Do not think you are unworthy. That is the only thing that will block any of you, is if you assume you are unworthy and that others deserve it more than you. You have worked hard on your journeys and you have earned it in every way. There should be no guilt in receptivity and exposures of your light amongst others. People choose how bright they let their light shine by the work they choose to do, by the healing they choose to do, and by stepping out where others will not. Do not ever feel guilty if you rise and others do not yet. That is their choice, not yours. Shine your light, and shine your light so bright to where others see. Remember, you do it for you, not in hopes that others follow you. It is up to them. It is only up to them. And the right ones will always come true. If you are focusing inward on growth and love and joy and doing what the light pushes you to do, then everything can flow through for you beyond your wildest dreams. This is important. I am putting this writing in all of you so you can understand this even after today. Do not worry what others do or think or say. Worry only about you expressing what is your love, what is your joy, and what is your freedom for you to do. Because some of us have options to rise further than others ever do. It is a choice of circumstance. It is a choice of love. Accept you are worthy because you are. That is why you are here. You are worthy of this abundant flow that is now coming your way. Thank you. And then she closed the book, boop, and put it in my solar plexus.
I remember that.
And now they're removing, so they put the keys in our 12 aspects of abundant flow, and they are removing any debris that blocks us from receptivity. And there was some attempt at sabotage, especially towards me at some point, actually more than one point. So they're going to remove those. And whatever negativity goes back to that in which it came from, sealed, signed, and delivered, and cannot return astray. They are just asking for us to believe deeply in who we are, even if it feels foreign in the moment.
Oh boy, doesn't it?
The moment you shine your light and you step out of your comfort zone, miracles will flow your way. It is about supporting each other, loving each other, and just rising above the fray. So they are putting gold. So Goddess Fortuna is coming through, and in our 12 keys of abundance, she is beginning to put gold. And I feel like they're near like our chakras. It's like a center line that goes up your energetic flow. So it starts at the bottom. And Archangel Michael is also making sure we're completely grounded in more ways than ever before. And again, our Merkaba is getting so much cleansing, activations, and upgrade. So there's DNA activations going in here. It's becoming a crystalline Merkaba as it can. And so is our sacral chakra. Very important. And then our third eye, I do believe we have 2 of those now. Yes, there's still reflections of 2.
Only for us. This is
So I'm finishing up this latest course that goes with my Light Healer Academy. And I've added clairs. So there's even new clairs. So keep in mind, I've added modalities. So we have to upgrade to understand the new Earth's healings capabilities. There's absolutely new modalities coming through. And these are what activates those clairs. So there are 2 new clairs that I've added in. And those are in that course. I find that so awesome. Clairdescent and Claire Ethereal. So a whole bunch of angels are coming forth. Sandalphon, I think I did say Seraphim Angel. Sandalphon is coming forward. He is now as a Seraphim Angel. He was an important, integral part of my journey when I almost gave up the first time because I was so tired. This was when my heart was becoming tired. And he gave me that beautiful song. He is stepping forward and he's putting a gift and a bunch of gifts into this cauldron. Archangel Michael is also putting gifts in the cauldron. Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Uriel, they're all kind of lining up and putting gifts into this cauldron. I didn't expect this. Oh my gosh. And then they're bowing at me as they walk away. Oh, and then I'm depicted on the throne. So they're literally coming up to the cauldron, putting gifts in the cauldron and bowing at me and walking away. And in the end of the line is Jesus and Mary Magdalene. As I told you, this is a special gift for you today. Just to be open. You deserve it in every way. And God is putting his hand down and all this light is just sprinkling down amongst all of us. Animals surrounding us, fairies are putting gifts in there. Malachi is stepping forward and putting a beautiful gift in there. Archangel Azrael is stepping forward and putting a beautiful, and these are like handfuls. They're just like poof, dumping stuff into this cauldron. This is amazing. It's like taking my breath away. I'm like, what is happening here? And then they're like putting stuff on my head and on my neck, like these necklaces. Gotten 2 of those now. just a line of angels. So there, it's almost like at a wedding when they give you gifts and things, but they are literally going to the cauldron, putting things in, and then coming up, putting something on me, some of them, and then bowing and then walking away.
This was blowing my mind, by the way. Keep watching. It gets really, really good here.
So many of them. There's lots of them. The Norse gods, all the gods and goddesses, and the angels. Zeus is present. A whole bunch of them. Even Athena is putting something in there. Goddess Fortuna is putting something in there. Goddess Freya again. This is like, it's just going over and over. And they are healing our chakras even more. So they're going into our throat chakra now and opening it up. Freya is putting gold coins into each 12 abundant chakra. The keys of abundance. They're open, they're unlocked and open. And she's putting gold coins in each of them. Now Jesus put something in the cauldron and walked up to me and put something in my hand. It's an ankh. It's an ankh on a necklace. It's this beautiful necklace. Almost looks like rosary beads, but it's way more than that. And it's an ankh on it. And it's a gold, it's like bronze, it's very heavy. And that is in my left hand. We are going to we are I just hear that in the background. Going get the Again, a reminder of not letting others hold you back. Oh my gosh. My DM's even in the line. And he put something in the cauldron and he walked up to me and kissed my forehead. And then sat next to me. And he's holding my other hand. And then I hear all like this chanting going on. Now, Fortuna is putting pearls. I don't know really the reference to that. We could look that up. She's putting pearls in all 12 of the abundant openings.
Keep watching.
The
It gets
12
really good.
gates of abundance. It's like adorning with jewels. Almost like when Jesus was born, how they would bring gifts. It's kind of like that. Wow. I did not see this coming at all. Crown chakra is being opened and healed completely. There was a little bit of damage to mine from what I went through. And the causal chakra. So I could feel it in the back of my head. So just be mindful of any pressure you feel. Just breathe. Whoa, I could feel all that. And you guys, by the way, are sitting like next to me. So I'm on this chair, my DM is, and then you guys are sitting a little bit lower and next to me. That's how I'm seeing it energetically. And God is like sprinkling it with light and love everywhere. It's just light and love everywhere. And now they're taking my hand. You guys are staying, my DM is staying, but they're taking my hand. And I'm walking to a different area with them, but I'm not leaving. I'm in the same space. And so there's all of a sudden like this pond, like this water, like a well type of thing, but like a big pool type of thing. And there's a couple steps down into it, but it's not deep. So I'm like holding my dress up and they want me to stand in the middle of it. I don't know why. And they're calling me the queen of the Nile,
Oh, that's when it starts coming
the
in.
queen of life, of existence, and removing all resistance.
I'm just watching this now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot that.
This is no little thing that you have done. No little thing at all. This is still bigger than you know, and being recognized by all. Maybe not human, but all that matter at this time. Soon all will see who you are. Open up your energy and don't be afraid, dear one. For it is time. It is time. And now they're beginning to take the stuff from the cauldron. So they have gathered 3 cups for you guys and 1 for my DM as well. He gets 1 too, which I'm really happy about. Because yeah, that makes sense to me. So they're taking some from the cauldron for all of you, and then the rest of what's in the cauldron, they're going to begin to pour it down the center of all of us. So it's like going down your center, down your silver column, into every bit of who you are. And it's this magical concoction of liquids and gifts, just so many gifts. And again, they're unique to you. Okay, so
This is important for those that
your
listen.
guardian angels will begin pouring them down after they pour mine, they said. So I just have to be open. And I can even feel the pressure in my head. And so I'm standing in like this pond, and they have my arms out and my hands up, and I just kind of tilt my head up a little bit. That's what they want me to do. And it's like I'm in this white gown, this beautiful dress, and it has gold trim, like a gold belt. I have a few necklaces on, and all represented in gold and silver. Excuse me. And I have this crown on my head, but then there's also flowers all over me. And they're going to begin pouring this cauldron down my energetic field.
Be patient. It gets really good.
You can feel it. It's almost like it's like a minty and warm. And this is just liquid stuff. And there's like 3 angels holding it and pouring it into my energy, going down my core, down my chakras, and into I have more than 12 gates of abundance, but on average it's 12. So whatever your gates are, there's a focus. So I'm watching this begin to pour down, and it just seeps into everything, all of our chakras, our existence, our cellular structure, and into the abundant gates. And I'm holding my feet down because it's like a lot. It just feels so healing. It just feels so good. It's like warm and cool all at the same time. There's pink and green and blue and purple and gold and yellow and rays of the sun in here and of the moon. It's like everything in here. And they're saying that's not even the gifts. That's just the liquid.
I forgot about all this.
And then everybody's like chanting. This is a celebration of you, of all the work we have all done. A celebration from them to us. And now each one of you are getting your liquid and gifts as well. It's going to begin pouring down through your higher chakras, down into your crown, down your silver column in every chakra, and into your 12 gates of abundance flow. There's actually 13, you guys. So that's what they're telling me, is there's 13 gates of abundance. One was cut off from heavenly flow, and it is open. Oh, it is open. There's 13 gates of abundance.
Here's
and
where it starts to get
focus
really good. Keep watching.
for
They already
mine
called
and
me the
all of
Nile.
you.
Queen of the Nile, they
Not
said.
12, 13. That number is significant, remember. And then they're putting something on my forehead as they're pouring the liquid into all of you. Remember, there's 13 gates of abundance. That's the golden era, my friend. Not everybody has it active yet. They must step in to 5 and 7D. Now your golden web is widening far and wide beyond the universal flow. And all of your dreams and wants and wishes are flowing in with urgent flow from God's heavenly grace and miraculous places and ways. Keep it open and just be in balanced flow. The rest we will do for you. Focus on being in joy and gratitude. That is all you must do. And shine your light ever so bright. That is when they will come through. Laugh and release resistance. Love and reclaim your existence. Now I'm done in my pond, and they've put something on my left wrist, so I'm holding an ankh, and I have something on my left wrist. Jesus gave me the ankh, by the way. I think I asked my DM to bring me one, and I have something on my left wrist. It's like this bracelet. And in the bracelet, it has a little gold pendant, and it's like a scroll. And it depicts all of I have done. I am recognized as the one. And my DM will join.
I forgot that. Yay.
I am coming out of the pond. You guys are still receiving your liquid, going into your 13 gates of abundance. Your Merkabahs are still getting a beautiful cleansing and upgrade. And the pearls of creation.
Revelations 21 is the 12 gates.
They're walking me back to my chair, my throne. Sorry, not a chair. I have to correct that. And just sit me down. And then it's like a party. It's like a celebration. So they're dancing and singing and like being loud, like, you know, like very loud, like trumpets are sounding and harps are singing. And oh my, cherubs just came in too. They're all over and they just shot me with an arrow really hard. Like, poof. That is love, right? That's a hope of, and they're shooting you guys too, like, poof. Just so much love, so much joy. Stay on your path of healing and just shine your light. Never
33
worry
minutes
about
left.
others. Worry about you first, and everybody else will come our way. That's different. It's an inward journey and an outward light. And for my feet, this I guess will be only mine. Okay, they're finishing up your cups, by the way. All that liquid and gifts pouring into you guys. And they're drawing a path from my feet. It's a golden line. And that is all I can walk, is an abundant line. They're removing anything else outside of that. And then I see the Nile, blood red down the Nile, blood red down the Nile, cleansing the Nile. Vaya que taong do what I do. Vaya que taong
I love my DM.
Remember I said Sekhmet, so that's kind of what I see. It's like blood in the flow, cleansing the earth. The Nile is red.
Just
So
wait.
oh, I am in full power. The only thing making it stronger is when my DM comes through. And now like this, almost like this, kind of like you would see in the Egyptian time, with this beautiful armor type thing going over me. And now they're closing up your chakras. You did receive healings and activations and DNA activations. And Metatron is balancing out your Merkaba. He's making sure it's receptive and everything is working properly. Remember, we have the new chakras also. And 13 gates of abundance. That is God, not 12. 12 is false. We were like blocked from God's heavenly grace, kind of a thing, because it wasn't here. They took it away. Pay attention to where they used the number 13. They were using it as a weapon. For they are truly powerless in truth. And you guys they've poured your liquid down into your energy. The healings have occurred, and now they're like dancing around, just dancing around all of us and still sprinkling things. So you know how like Tatanka would throw things in a fire? That's kind of how I see it. Some of you might remember that. Like Tatanka would go around and throw different things in the fire, and it would go with different colors. It's kind of like that. They're going around and sprinkling like all these colors, and just magic is what they're calling. It's magic. Magic potions. Remember I said Merlin was here? It's kind of like that. It's like a magic potion.
There's more. Keep watching.
Rest assured, all your dreams are coming true. Be careful what your dreams are. Speak of the heart only. And I see the eye of Ra, but that makes sense for Sekhmet. And then my DM has the other side, and it's like two eyes coming together. And he got an ankh on his neck as well. We carry the ankh. And then I see all of their crosses like burning.
They were false.
Wow. And they're like dancing this. Now all of you are getting something on your left wrist as well. It could be a cloth, it could be jewels of some sort, it could be many things. The left is our heart line, remember that. Stay in awe and wonderment, for major changes have already begun. Take the light and the magic from the one and from the sun, and shine brightly. Young star, shine brightly. Now, Saint Germain is writing things. And so that's probably why, because we got our 13th gate of abundance, we got activations and crystalline, sacral, and Merkabah. They weren't already.
I still wasn't putting it together. Yes.
And if you aren't quite ready to be receptive to these, then the work that you do, as soon as you are open, they will boom, just be there. Meaning if your sacral wasn't quite, like if there was healing that was needed first, that will occur, and then it will be crystalline. And then it's like it's almost like fireworks. It's like they're singing very loudly, you know how kind of like just, I don't know, people who celebrate do, they get really loud, and like shooting these things, like almost like fireworks, but different. It's like light. It's like God's light in a way. It's like poof, poof. It is time to celebrate the return of the one. For that is everything in truth. Everything all wrapped up into one. Yay, and then I see the Pleiadians and the galaxy, they're doing the same thing. They're celebrating. I'm like super dizzy now. They're like, yeah, it was a lot. It was actually a lot, but more than, like, it didn't feel like a lot. So they're just making sure that all the healing is complete. All of your chakras are going back to normal state, and that your 13 gates of abundance will remain open and in flow. This is the golden era after all.
It's not done.
Some will rise and others will go. Beautiful. And it's like the gates of heaven just opened up, you guys. The gates of heaven just opened up for everybody to start walking through. Again, it's just rising into that frequency. Remember, this is God's earth now. So that's what that means. I'm not saying we're all going to die and go to heaven. I'm saying this is what they mean is it's God's earth, and the gates of heaven are open for those that get to rise into living in heaven rather than in hell like we all have been, or darkness or misery or fear and torture and so on. I hope that makes sense. Doesn't mean we're going to die. This is becoming earth. Earth is becoming like heaven in a lot of ways. And those gates, not everybody can pass through.
12 gates.
Sweet.
13 is heaven. I just put it together.
Not
12
everybody
gates.
belongs here. In
13th is heaven.
That's here now. Not us. I'm just talking about across the whole entire globe. Then they're saying, pay attention to what spirit throws to you, not any others around you, not me, like the people in your area. Pay closer attention to spirit at this time, because others will try to fool you. Jealousy is not of God. Oh yeah, good phone. God removed his hand away and he said, thank you. Now, all of the angels are gonna kiss my hand, I guess. Took my right hand and gave it a kiss, and they're leaving. Whew. Another, kissing my hand, and then they leave. This is happening repeatedly, and I could feel it. And then my arm is lighting up. Like my first DNA activation was on my arm. There was a symbol. And the whole thing is glowing. It is glowing through. Wake it down. And then all of you are getting a light into your forehead, into your third eye that is special to you.
Only my Patreon members. This is for you to witness only. Keep watching.
And then I see the triangle with the eye. It is ours again now, and nobody else's. They cannot use this power against us anymore.
I'm telling you, their defenses are gone. They're down. They don't have much.
And then it's almost like the gates of hell. Like, so like, and I don't want to depict it this way, but it's the best description I've got. The gates of heaven opened up, and you know, like those darkness gates were open. Well, they're now closed completely. They cannot access that power anymore, no matter what. The gates are closed completely. Not that they can't exit out of them, but they cannot impose in ours anymore.
Told you.
It's been shut off.
I shut it off. That's a celebration.
So as long as you do not partake in anything of others, they cannot hurt you. Do not give them power.
Still not done. Keep watching.
The cauldron just disappeared. Saint Germain is gone. And all of the angels are leaving. And all that is left now is Metatron, Malachi, Athena, Fortuna, and Freya. So now I thought we were done. They're like, nope, one more thing. So energetically, it's like we're all standing in a circle and we're looking at like this globe, which is like the earth. And the world and the existence that we once had is like no more. It like completely is moving at this time. So what we saw, what we knew is shifting. They're shifting our reality into something so beautiful. This is a gift from God. It's a reality shift we must accept. And again, do not let others hold you back because they didn't do the work. You did. Do not ever forget that. Those who rose are being recognized. Thank you. They did expect others to be here, but they were thwarted, unfortunately. That's what I mean. Don't let anybody else dim your light because they chose not to ride. No guilt, no jealousy, no shame, and definitely any regrets. All removed from our energy field.
Wonder how many people stopped watching because it's not
Those
done
are
yet.
others' projections
Keep
as well.
watching.
So if you start to feel that, cleanse your energy and put up a bubble. But they are asking for support. Don't forget to support each other. For ourselves, like, right? Like, do we really support ourselves? Are we proud? Are we shining our light and allowing ourselves to show the beauty that we are? And then it's like the Nile runs dry. It just dried up completely. And then I see myself as Sekhmet, and I stand up, and I'm going to say something to the earth at this time, to the collective soul.
Check this out.
It
gets
Shua,
good.
Shua, Baba kite angta, Shua, Shua, Shua. Yeah, kita Bio. I was murdered in that lifetime. Again, to get the beyond. Kuchu, Shua, Shua, Shua. And that soul just went away. And then I see like almost like an atomic bomb would go off, and you see this wave of like energy just went across the collective whole, the collective soul.
With what I said.
It's time to rise, to rise, to rise. It's time to rise. And I just turned the sun a quarter turn. There's something in the earth. I'm sticking my hand down in the earth and I'm removing it. It was a false crystal, or at least not of the light. It's quite dark. It's filled with dark energy. And I'm pulling it. I'm reaching down into the earth, and it's cracking and moving, and I'm pulling this crystal out of the earth. And it's filled with black light. And in front of all, in front of everybody, they have to see me now. I crushed this crystal, and it just exploded across the collective soul. And I sit down in my throne, and I stand tall again.
Yeah. I still feel it.
My soul is set free from Sekhmet. Coming back to me cleansed. Now I take the correct crystal, which they thought they destroyed, and they did not. I grabbed the pieces they tried to explode, and I put him back together now. And now it is reformed. It is filled with everything, all universal flow, and the power of God will now ignite. I am opening up the earth, and it is going into the center of the core. This is what always belonged. And I put it in its place. Now we take it the wow, the wow.
Still
Oh,
questioning who
yeah,
I am.
the wow, the wow. It is done. And from it, powerful lightning strikes across the globe from the inside out. No one can hide anymore. Because the earth is mine. Again.
Yes, I feel it in my bone.
Her heartbeat is restarting again. Dunk,
This is so cool.
dunk, 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 like waves of change. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Wow.
This makes me feel
All
so
of you
good.
are given the eye of Ra as a gift today.
Only my Patreon.
Use it wisely or it will bite you. Never go against others. Do not judge or assume. Or I take it the power away, away, away. For it must be filled with light, with heavenly plight, and unconditional love.
11:11. Wow.
And that is all you must do. It is a gift from me to you. It is done. I have returned completely now. Oh yeah.
All my lifetimes. Our whole.
It is done. Enjoy these gifts and do not delay, for your light is needed for others to find a way through your energy. Thank you. And instead of like returning ourselves to ourselves, it's like just boop, and the light went back on, like we can wake up now. Almost like you were hypnotized in a way. I can see it. You're like waking up. Boop. Boom. And you're adorned in these beautiful clothes of like heaven, just like beautiful things. Jewelry and gold and all 13 of our abundance energetic field that you have are filled with gold and pearls and gifts and heart's desires. Use them wisely. Last warning, for if you do not, they are cut off.
I have
All
to
it
cut them off.
means is do things in the eyes of God only.
Yes.
Do not assume, do not push. Focus on you and shining your light from your heart's desires. And that is all. Others will come when they're ready. Thank you.
I told you guys when I talked about it is that I was channeling it and I hadn't watched it over. This is the first time I've watched it. And I felt that power again. I told you I called back some life and I got my soul complete. When the Nile turned blood red, I'm still not sure whose blood it was. Yeah, I forgot how it all played out. That was freaking beautiful. I hope you guys watched it. And if you doubt who I am now, I don't know what else to say. But thank you to those who are at least opening up to the fact that I have returned to God. And we must be of God in order to cross those gates. You must let go of anything that is not of that. And again, use those powers wisely that I brought about. And I told you I have one half of the Eye of Ra and my DM has another. And in there, he said he will catch up. They said he will come with me. So thank you guys for watching. They wanted me to share this with urgency. So make sure you watch all, because whoever does, trust me, they're recognizing. So much love. Thank you all for watching. I'm ready to see the Nile turn blood red and dry up. Are you? That was so cool. Bye-bye.